Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Thanks for being here. This is the Papa Joe Show, where Papa Joe knows I am your host, Papa Joe. So it's been a eventful morning for me today. Just trying to keep up with everything that's going on. It's not been too crazy, I would say. But yeah, just left and right all the time, just up and down everywhere we're going with stuff. But anyways, do me a favor, help me grow the channel. Subscribe to it if you aren't already. That would be immensely helpful to get the channel to grow. And then, of course, smash the likes for the videos that you like the content on. And then share it out to your friends and family. That would be hugely, hugely helpful. The more people that can be in here, especially during the live stream, we have the chat going here. You guys have already been in here. Looks like you're talking to each other already, which is fantastic. I love it, as we all have a good old time and have a good conversation a lot of times. But yeah, it's been a fun morning. To Lots happening for me at work this week, which is usually not normal for this week. It's like we're working with some professional services, and they're like, cram it all in this week. No one's here, kind of thing. So. Mm. Coffee as usual from my wife. She's a sweetheart. She made that for me just a moment ago and just brought it down, and was very, very, always very, very supportive of everything that's going on with this. So just want to say thank you, sweetheart, if you're listening. I know you're out and about doing some crazy fun stuff. Life is crazy. So I really appreciate all that you're doing. It's little things that matter too. So, but anyways, yeah, so I do a Patreon show at 4:30 every day, scrolling around the bottom of the screen here, and then I also have it linked in the description of the channel here. If you're not part of that, you should be. It is where I get to be unfiltered. I get to not worry about necessarily what I say, how I do things, and stuff like that. So, which is fantastic. So, but it really, really stinks because I have to actually put a stupid paywall there so that I can actually get the videos available to you guys. So yeah. It's $5 a month. I hate that. I really do. But it is what it is right now until I can figure out another way to get around that. But anyways, I digress. That's at 4:30 Eastern every day, as much as I can. But yeah. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and come through here. See, we got Tom. Good morning. Good morning. We got Bitcoin Management Jim. Yeah. Tom is usually here early. You got to beat him to the punch. He's watching for it to pop online. So smash the bells, and you'll be able to get those in there as soon as they come up. As soon as I list them to go live. So yeah, we've got Crypto Disposition. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Open-minded Bitcoin. Thanks for jumping in, man. Hope you guys had a fun time on the East Coast, but y'all are out here. It's a different part of the country, that's for darn sure. So let's see, who else do we got here? We got Crypto Sherpa. Good morning. Good morning. We've got Kim. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, I have a bunch of people in here so far. So yeah, pop in, say hi. If you're here and you're watching, I can't see the amount of people who are watching. Say something in the chat. That way I can see who all is there, or comment on the video. That way I can see who actually is paying attention and enjoying the content. And if you guys are liking the content, smash those likes. So anyways, so today I just kind of wanted to remind everyone that historically speaking, after every halving that we've had, so the two bigger ones that I like to remember is 2013, which is what this is shaping up to be similar to as far as the charting is concerned, and 2017. Historically, the week of Thanksgiving, every single person. Oh, there you are. Got a couple of other people in there. Someone from Facebook. Austin, good morning, good morning. Well, being here, awesome, cool. Let's see who else. Yep, Tom. I love you too, my friend. I love you too. Anyways, so historically speaking, the week of Thanksgiving, everyone kind of takes some profits, and that's why we're seeing the downturn here. There's also some other information around the Mount Gox stuff. It's been around as long as I have. Mount Gox. I actually didn't touch Mount Gox. I just held on to my own stuff. So it is interesting for me to see the Mt. Gox stuff coming back up. Basically, people are going to be able to get their money out of it and be able to do what they want to do with it. And some of those people are going to probably sell. Some of them are not, and we may see another drawdown on the price, but not before it runs again. The reason I say that is because historically speaking, week of Thanksgiving, everyone takes profits. Black Friday comes around, people go buy their presents for all their families. And then Black Friday is typically when you start to see prices tick up. So it's like the rockets get ignited on Black Friday. It is my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. Nothing I say on this show is financial advice. It's all for educational purposes only. So, that being said, I typically have seen, this is something you guys probably have seen as well, but this is just knowing the space for such a long time, that we're going to probably see a really, really, really big run up towards the end of the year. And I'm not necessarily looking at that from an emotional standpoint per se. People's emotions really do play big into this. But I'm looking at the data that's on the blockchain and the information that's there, and some of the stuff I'll show you here in a minute to kind of tie into that, and why I think that's going to be a bigger deal. And as you guys have known for a while, actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up now. Let's see. And I pulled the wrong one up. Of course I pulled the wrong one up. Hang on. Let's see here. Stand by. Let's see. All right, let's pull that one up there. So I will share my screens and kind of talk through this real quick. Talk about Plan B a lot. Plan B has hit. He hit August. He hit September. He hit October with about 3%. He was off by 3%. He could be off more in November. Obviously, what are we sitting at right now? Bitcoin's current price is at 57,000 and some change. Okay. It's kind of sitting still-ish. Been down, been low, whatever. And that's fine. But if you look year to date, we're still sitting at highs. You look long term, realistically, long term, this isn't even back. This is back before I was in it before here. So, I mean, so back in 2013 is when they started tracking it, right? So you got to understand, like, you go from 100 and some change up to almost 1,000 back then. That was the first. That was towards the end of the year. So let's see. We start seeing the run up. What was it? So 11. So again, pop up here. So let's go right. It's 23rd. It could be Thanksgiving, Black Friday, somewhere in there. But right after Black Friday, right after Thanksgiving, the 27th, $1,000. Okay, do you understand? And it continues to run. And then back in 2017, looking at towards the okay. So let's see if I get the dates right. I don't know if y'all can see those numbers down at the bottom. So there's the 23rd. It's already on a run up, so it goes from $8,000 up to almost around $20,000 by mid December. Okay, so Plan B is saying, and this is something just historically speaking here. Okay, whenever we have these down lower numbers, it's almost like it's legitimately a rocket that takes off, and it's right after Thanksgiving. So when you're out talking to your families this year, your family, and you're around the table at Thanksgiving, those people know that you're into crypto. For me, it's the same thing. It's usually a big discussion topic. What's going on in the crypto world? What's going on in the blockchain world? What's going on in these different spaces? And be honest with you, whenever I start talking about it, it really, we start to have an interesting conversation around what's going on. And people start to get really, really interested in it. They start to really understand what's going on. Oh, excuse me. Coffee. I need more coffee here. It's only my second cup today. It's been an interesting day so far. Lots going on. Open Minded Bitcoin. AMP is on fire. AMP is going to be on fire. AMP is really working on some stuff with Litecoin Network. If y'all don't know what's going on there, you need to know. So yeah, man, I would do a video. OBM, OMB, excuse me, do a video. I think that would be fantastic information there, especially if you cover the stuff that they're doing with Litecoin. But anyways, just pointing it out, guys, from a historical standpoint, okay, we have this major run up here, and here we are in 2020. We're massively running up, okay? Massively running up. Coming into, well, let's get it here. We're at Thanksgiving time right here. Okay, there's the 23rd, $57,000. If it's at all like this, from a percentage standpoint, or like this from a percentage standpoint, do you understand what's going to happen? This is a halving. This is a halving. So it happens approximately every 4 years. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth year. 1, 2, 3, and this is for 2021, fourth year. Do you understand? See the significance in the rises, okay? Pay attention. Bitcoin's not going away. This is a long term. If I drew a chart here long term, that price is going exponentially higher. Just please, something to think about. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you the data. If y'all can see the data, I'm not paying attention. So my apologies on the size of that. But yeah, anyways, think about it. You really should think about what we have here. But I don't think Plan B is wrong. It's got a $100,000 marker, right? He's got it. I need him to update this. This is an older chart. It's right under that $100,000 marker, okay? It's really, really, really going to be very, very, very intriguing to me whenever we start to see these prices jump, okay? Gonna head up. The next run, he's saying 1 million. He's looking at, so stock to flow model is looking at the blockchain data. It's looking at the blockchain data. I love AMP. Yeah, it's funny. I don't actually hold AMP. That's one I have not been able to hold yet. Listen to me. My dry powder has been going into other stuff. I'm moving stuff around to do the residual income thing. And then when that's done, I'll start playing more in the other stuff. So, but I digress. So, realistically speaking, if history tells us anything, this is a low number that we could see. 135,000 by the end of December or more. I think that's a low number. He may or may not get the marker for November, but again, history speaking for itself, that is when things really take off. I know we're days away from December being over. We really are, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we're going to see that number at least heading in that direction by the end of the month. We're not far from it right now, okay? We're really not far from it right now. Everyone's like, it's 57,000. It's not going to hit that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, history speaking for it, and you look back at history. It could do that, actually, but we'll see. I obviously, I could be wrong. But B could be wrong. He's looking at blockchain data, not looking at necessarily the charts. I'm looking at blockchain data. I haven't compiled anything of my own yet, kind of like what he's done. But looking at some of the same type of information. Glassnode, by the way, is an amazing place to go find blockchain analytics type data information, and highly recommend using that as a fun, interesting place to find information. So, but I digress. So another thing that I kind of want to make sure everyone pays attention to here. Bitcoin exchanges see large deposits despite Bitcoin receiving, or BTC reserves hitting 3-year lows. So, and it is, I think this is in USD. It is. So, exchanges are seeing large amounts of USD jump into the exchanges. When there's a very low liquidity, Bitcoin BTC reserves hitting 3-year lows, and you have major amounts of USD jumping in, it only gives credence to what the end of the year prices could end up being, and beyond, for what it's worth. This is a massive amount of money that has been pumped in here. BTC exchange whale ratio is 72 hour MA, so moving average. So the 72-hour moving average reaches 91%. This indicates the top 10 deposits take 91% of the deposit volume across all exchanges in an hourly time frame. Basically, what that means is that in a 72-hour time frame, 91% of the available Bitcoin is purchased by the whales. So these are big money players who are buying everything up as much as fast as they can. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, they have the amount of money to really run this price up. Everything that's available at specific prices, they're pulling, they're grabbing until there will be no more, and people are going to get wise and they're going to start naming the price. And it's going to cause a significant jump in the pricing because we can control the price. I could go list a Bitcoin today at $200,000, and I might get it because somebody may go, that's a whole Bitcoin at $200,000. Or you could have 10 people do the same thing. Maybe someone's got 5,000 Bitcoin at $200,000, and they might sell it at that price. They might get people to eat into that at that price. So you need to understand that that is a possibility that we are going into uncharted territories. Everyone's like, oh, it's going to hit price discovery. It's already hitting price discovery. You're seeing a really nice base being built right now. You're seeing a really, at the current prices, I don't think we're going to see, I mean, we may see it come down a little bit more towards, Black Friday. And then right around Black Friday or on Black Friday, it's going to start significantly running. If history tells us anything, that's the way it works. History sometimes tells us what's going to happen. You guys are all into AMP. I mean, I should grab some AMP. I really should. Like I said, I'm moving assets around to where it's more just residual income stuff, mainly because that equals continual, forever, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, kind of like the Robert Kiyosaki stuff that he talks through in his educational stuff. So anyways, I digress. So part of the other thing that we're starting to see a massive inflow here into the crypto space is this right here. No pension, no savings, no future. No wonder we're betting on the house on crypto. In this article, the individual writing, I didn't get to finish reading it before we started here, but just to kind of put into perspective what they are looking at here is they're looking at crypto as the way out, as the exit strategy. Somebody actually wrote an article saying similar stuff to what I was looking into, or I've been saying to you guys. Everybody is going to, when the market goes completely in the toilet, everybody's going to do everything they can to get what they can into cryptocurrency because it is an easy way to pull your money out of the markets and into a safer haven that cannot be controlled or manipulated as easily as the stock market is. The stock market is being propped up by the Federal Reserve. I've been talking about that. And they're starting to taper that because of inflation issues. It really, really, really is an interesting thing. Let's see. Manny, that is a good idea. So, that one may be an interesting conversation. Maybe I can do that after Thanksgiving. I'll put that on my list of things to kind of do. But yes, you can create cash flow with cryptocurrencies. And people are like, how do you do that? It's not as hard as you think. It's actually really, really easy. You just have to make sure that you find the right ones to be a part of and to do things with. And it's actually pretty cool. It's actually really cool if you think about it. It's like having a rental property that you make money with that you don't have to be concerned about. Yeah, Manny, I will look into doing a video on something like that. So, anyways, basically they're saying that there's no pension, there's no way to have savings because of inflation. The pensions are gone. There's no future in the market because it's completely blah. It's gone. It's nothing. You have to realize we are in a very interesting time. Nobody's seen this before. Crypto Sherpa, so that is one way, but there are others. And I will go into those for you guys in that other video. So anyways, we will be seeing more and more people like this. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How do I have a future? How do I create a future for myself and my family? Crypto. crypto. This is how you do it. Not financial advice, but this is how you do it. This is how we go through and I'm sorry, sidetrack there. Someone popped a message across the screen there. You're going to start seeing people, just everyday people, getting into crypto because this is how they see themselves as being and being able to take care of themselves in the future and their families. Quite literally, we need a way out. We need a way up. What have I been saying? People are going to look at crypto as the exit strategy, as their way out. This is also something interesting. It ties back into the money coming into the exchanges because of the 3-year hitting reserves, BTC hitting the reserves in the exchanges. Long-term Bitcoin holders at multi-year high. Glassnode. Glassnode is, again, information. Very, very helpful. The amount of people who are holding, where's the chart? I think this was it. According to Glassnode, even if the Bitcoin price has retraced more than 10% from the high point recently, the number of non-zero addresses in the network is still rising slowly, hitting a new all-time high, breaking through 38.65 million addresses. Basically, guys, other thing I've been saying, now we're starting to see the data come out for it. I've been saying this is coming. Now we're starting to see the data come out for it. People like myself, like you guys, we aren't selling our crypto. Okay? There's a lot of people out there who are going, I'm not selling my crypto either, specifically Bitcoin. So just to put it into perspective, having took place, the net new is cut in half. People like us who have had this and held on to it aren't releasing it. We're not selling it. And now we're starting to see information coming out like, oh crap, there's no liquidity. And there's massive amounts of money coming in. Do you see where I'm going with this? What happens when you have no liquidity? What happens when you have no supply and you have massive amount of demand? The price increases. The value of the commodity or the whatever people are looking into increases. This is going to be something like we've never seen before because of this, okay? And the Federal Reserve, the bankers, the SEC, the regulators, etc., they're not going to know what hit them. They're not going to know what hit them. The congressman, I had someone talking to me this morning. They wanted to, one of the congressmen, they want to talk to me. Great. Let's have a conversation. Or people in my local jurisdictions, they actually want to have a conversation with me as well. They've run the different committees and the different parties for the past 9-10 years. That's fantastic. They're finally starting to go, okay, we need to pay attention to this. What do we do? How do we do this? You guys need to understand that this is not stopping. This is not necessarily an interest thing. This is a necessity thing. And at this point, we are starting to see the massive amount of people looking at this going, I can get out of this mess. I can make money with this. I can have a future with this. It's very, 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 very interesting for me. So when I see these different people coming out of the woodwork, asking me about this stuff, trying to talk to me about this stuff, and then I look at the data here that I'm showing you guys now, it makes me quite literally go, all right, so many things are taking place. How many more markers do we need before we start to see things really, really break down and the crypto market really, really take hold? It's actually, I think we're right here. We're on the edge. And like I said, the regulators, the governments around the world, they're not going to know what hit them because their system's collapsing. It's dead. It's dying. I mean, how much can you beat a dead horse? You can't make... I don't know. I don't have people till I'm blue in the face with this stuff. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. There's some people that in my circles of friends and stuff like that, they get it, they understand it, but they refuse to accept it. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there will come a time that they will be forced to accept it. They can choose to do it now, but they will be forced to accept it. Nobody likes to be forced to do that, but I got news for you guys. Humanity is rolling in this direction. Are you going to get on it while you can get enough of it for you and your family going long term? Or are you going to get on it when there's no other choice because everything else died, collapsed, destroyed, etc.? Realistically, you got to think about it, guys. You really need to think about this. Anyways, so where was this? I am looking through the comments here. I like to come back every once in a while and look through you guys having a conversation. I love it. By the way, those of you who don't know, Open-Minded Bitcoin, he has a YouTube show as well. Look him up. He does some really good content there. Really, really good. Really, really good stuff. Goes into some good detail around some things. So yeah, really, really good. Good information there. Usually, has a really good conversation with what's going on there. So, all right, let's move on here. Kind of getting short on time, so I need to jump into another meeting here. So India is back and forth with stuff. India to ban almost all private cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is now it's not really private, but they added some security features with multi-sig, stuff like that. This isn't going to work. But I can tell you exactly why they're doing this. They're just like every other country. They're building their own cryptocurrency. Just like every other country, they're making it so that they're trying to funnel everyone into their stuff. I'm going to say it again. No matter how much the sovereigns of this world try to stop Bitcoin in cryptocurrency, they will fail. They will fail because, quite literally, you can't stop something you can't control. And they know they can't control this. China's tried. India's trying. All these other countries have tried. They cannot stop something they cannot control at all. And they're going to keep. What's the definition of insanity? Trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. All these other countries, they're all tied together. They're trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. The same result is going to happen. If they look at what China did, they look at what the other countries have done. They've tried to ban it. It doesn't work. Now, on the other hand, look at El Salvador. They're building a crypto city, making everything tax-free except for the value-added tax. That is innovation and freedom together. Think about the monetary system that brings. That is huge. It's not a joke. This is crazy cool to see another country doing this, and they will fail. All it's doing is showing validity more and more to the blockchain. All they're doing is showing more validity to Bitcoin and how blockchain technology cannot be stopped. You watch. In a few weeks, you'll see some article somewhere where they will come back out and be like, oh, yep, never mind. We're accepting it. We are going to make it a big part of our economy, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be interesting times, folks. Towards the end of this year, we're going to see some major stuff happening. Countries globally are going to have no choice but to do this stuff. And to me, it makes me kind of go, I'm having fun with this, just watching it happen. I've been saying this stuff. You guys know this stuff. It's going to be really, really cool to watch this. So, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. I will not be doing a show tomorrow. I will not have a Patreon show tomorrow. I'll have a Patreon show this afternoon at 4:30. And Thanksgiving, there will be no Patreon show. And I will probably do some sort of recording for you guys. Just, I don't know. I like to watch YouTubes whenever I'm chilling out. So, thank you, Rick. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, I will tell her. So yeah, I will be doing. Part of the reason there's not gonna be a show tomorrow is not just it's her birthday, but I will. I'm also going to be doing a brisket, so I'm going to start that tomorrow afternoon and do a nice low smoke on it. So it should take me around 18 hours or so. So it will be nice and yummy. I may also do some hens, some Cornish game hens. I don't know if you guys have tried that or not, but we're not really big into the turkey over here. But we the little hens, they're great. They're fantastic little poultries. It's very, very good. Rick, does she have a crypto address? Technically, yes. That's an interesting question. um, I have not thought about throwing that out there for everybody, but yeah, she has. I've got that stuff set up for all of our kids. So yeah, brisket, yes, Manny, it's very good. I do it Texas style, except I have a little bit of open-minded Bitcoin. Yeah, brisket, man. I love doing briskets. And there's a local restaurant here that in the southeast that has a specific type of barbecue sauce. I can't replicate it, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere across the country. It is so good with brisket. It is. I cannot describe to you how good it is. It's good with It's good with pork too. All right, I'm hungry, and you guys are. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking. Maybe I need to do an event. Actually, if I have enough local people around here who want to talk to me about different things around the blockchain stuff and crypto stuff, and they're starting to come out of the woodwork where it's like I want to know, like, oh, right now it's like, okay, maybe I should do a small event. Maybe we do some sort of crypto event in my hometown, just really for the locals, but I'll open it up to anyone across the country if you guys want to come. And just kind of make it one of those come if you want kind of thing. We may do just a couple of discussions and maybe Q&A type thing for an entire afternoon. And just let people just explain things to people and then let them ask questions. And, it may actually be helpful to have some people from this group to come out there. That way it's not just all on me to answer the questions, because you guys have um, different perspectives and can see different things that I can't see, or don't, and think things differently. Just having that mind meld of people would be very, very helpful. So, but yeah. Uh, You guys are fantastic. I love it. Anyways, so Bitcoin Management Gym, I do it Texas style. Salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic on the fat side, but sauce afterwards when it's done. It creates that salty, and then if there's the right kind of pepper, it has a little bit of spice to it at the same time. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. So good. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat now. You guys are making me hungry now. I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, um, you guys, I'll see you at 4:30 this afternoon. And then I'm kind of giving the schedule for the rest of the week. And just, you know, be blessed. You'll be blessed. Have a good rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon.